What it do, peeps? It's the B Chef will watch the damn tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. New subscribers, I thank you for joining. Hope you get something out of the content, and I hope you love WNBA action. To my old subscribers, my day ones, my ride or dies, I appreciate you for helping me continue to build this platform and push this WNBA conversation forward. I really had to watch this Seattle Storm Atlanta Dream game, especially with Atlanta coming up on the schedule for the Fever, and how right now it seems like the playoffs are already shaping up. Teams are going up and down, but you could tell who's the main ones that are going to be in the playoff hunt. This one was no exception. This was basically the fourth and the fifth seed playing each other. Seattle gets a huge win on the road, 80-79, and it came down to the end, the very end in this game. Kind of like an unrivaled game with Skylar Diggins Smith hitting the go-ahead bucket. She did the same thing in Unrivaled. First quarter, it was sluggish. This is a boxing match. I mean, one thing about Atlanta, they bank. Brianna Jones is a load. I thought Brianna Jones should have made the All-Star game, but with that being said, her and Griner present a problem damn near for every team in the league. Just with Brianna Jones' girth and Brittany Griner's freaking height. Them two, it's almost like the 80s version of the Twin Towers with Ralph Sampson and Akeem Olajuwon. But yeah, it was low scoring. 10-9, Seattle at the 4-minute and 30-minute mark. Gabby Williams had 6 points in that first quarter. They ended that quarter 15-13. Storm had the lead. Second quarter was a little better. Jordan, Canada. Fever fans, you didn't see her the first two games. She had that knee injury. She is a handful. She's basically the Irie McDonald for the Atlanta Dream. Very quick, end to end, lightning fast. Not afraid to go to the hole. She did that this game. She went to the hole relentlessly this game. Had a career high this game. Back and forth, tied up several times. Like I said, this game, nobody in this game could establish dominance. Biggest lead for either team was 7 points throughout the entire game. Back and forth. In this game, I noticed this is one of the few times I saw Alyssa Gray lose her cool in this game. Halftime, it's 39-37. It's like I said, low scoring game. Storm shooting 41%. Atlanta shooting 44%. Atlanta's killing them on the boards, 22-15. Like I said, they had 42 points in the paint this game. They only gave up 28 to Seattle. So if you're about to play the Dream, understand what Brianna Jones and Brittany Griner present. It was tied up 44 to 44 at the 6-minute mark in the third quarter. Couldn't buy a bucket. Neither team. Alicia Gray drove to the basket, hit a nice shot, missed the free throw, and that was the thing that got him too. Some of the worst free throw shooting you'll ever see went on at just key times, just like, especially with guards. It's weird in this league. Normally guards are pretty efficient at shooting. You got guards that are better 3-point shooters than free throws. It's very strange for that. It was tied up 46-46 with a little bit left in the third. And Skylar Diggins starts facilitating, going to work. And it just goes back and forth. It was Canada Diggins. Canada was carrying the team. And then Brianna Jones got in, and Erica Wheeler gets a steal. They go back up 55-54. And then Canada comes right back. And towards the end of the third quarter, it got real entertaining real quick. Then they just started battling. A lot of bad plays by Atlanta. Atlanta, even their announcers were like, this is uncharacteristic. And I've watched a couple of Atlanta games, and it was like they just lost their sorts. It wasn't that Seattle was doing anything spectacular. It's just that they lost composure at a lot of times. The end of the third quarter, 59-56. The fourth quarter starts off. Wheeler starts scoring off quick. Neither team, like I said, neither team could establish any dominance. 69-68 at the 4-minute and 30-second mark. Atlanta takes the lead. It's 73-70. Brianna Jones is playing very well. Like I said, if you got Atlanta on the schedule, B. Jones is a problem. Can move kind of like a dancing bear. She can move around. For a woman her size. She's light on her toes. But Maya Caldwell hit a nice layup, a reverse layup. They go up 75-70, and this is with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left. That's why I said execution. It's the same exact formula that cost the Fever on Saturday night. Is the same thing that happened the previous day with this team. The same thing that happened. It happens. It happens. You must execute down the stretch. If you don't execute, you're going to lose. Hillman gets a layup. They push it to 77-73 with 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Atlanta gets a stop with less than 90 seconds. Canada hits some free throws. Canada actually hit some free throws to put them up by that, and then comes back down on them. They stop Seattle on a possession. Canada, instead of running out the clock and making them sweat, forces up a terrible shot and still doesn't draw iron. Shot clock violation. It's 1:12 left. The Neke comes right down. Walk up. It's 77-75. Canada drives to the basket. She gets fouled. She hits the free throws at 79-75. Wheeler comes right down and hits a three after a Naneke missed. They got the rebound, and on the second chance, Wheeler hits a big three. It's 79-78. And it felt just like the Fever game. Exactly. I know those people in Atlanta were sitting there like, uh-oh. Now, keep in mind, they got the lead. Atlanta goes down, and instead of running the clock, they settle for a three-pointer by Maya Caldwell, the worst shot she took this entire game. Seattle gets the rebound, calls timeout. They advance the ball. They run the easiest play, and they catch Atlanta slipping. Brianna Jones is on Skylar Diggins, who is really the only unicorn in the league. The only player, 35 years old, that plays like she's in her 20s. She blows by Brianna Jones, makes a layup, and makes it 80-79 with 3.4 seconds left. Now, prior to that play, Alyssa Gray was walking back down court and just falls. Grabs her ankle. During this timeout, when they advance the ball, she's sitting on the bench. Play resumes with 3.4. She's not on the court. Jordan Canada fires up a failed three. They lose the game. 80-79. That's how it ended. Same thing that Fever fans went through. Atlanta fans went through. So, Fever fans, don't be sad because Dream fans are going through the same exact thing. The same exact thing. That's how close it was. But Dream they don't have an easy schedule, I would say, going forward. If you're a Dream fan, you follow the Dream. They play the Valkyries next. You got them at home. And this is the second game of a 3-game road trip that you get them on. Fever fans, you get them on the tail end. You get them later in the week on the third and final game of this road stand. So you both get the Valkyries after they've gotten softened up. Minnesota softened them up for Atlanta. So that's your only hope. But right now, where it stands, you got the Minnesota Lynx in first place, 16-2. Mercury second, 12-6. New York Liberty, by virtue of them losing to Phoenix, 12-6. They're in the third spot. Atlanta and Seattle actually flipped. Now Seattle's the 4th seed. The Dream are the 5th seed. The Valkyries are the 6th seed. And this is where this week gets very important for Atlanta Dream fans, Valkyrie fans, and Indiana Fever fans, because Indiana is 7th place right now, 9-9. These 2 wins, if you get 2 wins this week, that really helps the case for Fever fans. If the Valkyries get some wins this week, it helps their case. Atlanta's trying to hold on, and Atlanta didn't look sharp against Seattle. And now you got Ryan Howard with the lower leg injury, and you got Alyssa Gray with this ankle. So we don't know what's going on with those 2 players right now, but this is going to be a pivotal week for all 3 of these teams. I'll be watching all 3 of them this week. Crucial. Seattle, they got the Sun twice. 2 times. I ain't watching neither one of them games. None. If you can't beat Connecticut, the worst team in the league, don't even worry about playoffs. But right now, you got the Aces holding the 8th spot, and they're barely holding on to that. And the Mystics are at 9. That's it. That's it. These are the teams that are going to more likely make it to the playoffs. One of these teams is going to get bounced out and get surprised. I don't see Los Angeles going on a run. They're 6-13. They're in the 10th spot. I don't see them coming up and getting the 8th spot. I don't see the Aces screwing it off that bad. But it's going to be interesting this month of July. This month of July is really going to shape August. Because after July, August, you're toast. If you don't get out of July, August, you're done. But this week is going to be a trip to see how these teams, the Dream, the Valkyries, and the Fever, all end up at the end of this week, because all these games all connect together. But let me know your thoughts on the schedule. What did you see in this Dream game? What did you see going forward with the Dream playing the Valkyries, the Dream playing the Indiana Fever? That Fever game, these teams don't like each other. We already know what Brittany did early in the season. So I cannot wait till Friday to see Brittany Griner going against this team. I doubt Caitlin's playing. It's going to be this a must-win week for a lot of these teams. They're going to be really playing this week. But let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.